Welcome back again to your class, my dear students. Today we have one more knowledgeable topic to discuss. It's not just a chapter, it's not just a syllabus topic, it's a need of time, need of today's world. Dear student, every 10 out of one country or maybe two countries in today's world is having nuclear weapons with them. Countries are having deadly weapons, deadly missiles with them. Already our human civilization has dealt with two world wars. We have witnessed two world wars. The Second World War was even more tragic. It ended up with a huge chaos in a nationality, in the national civilization of a country that is called as Japan. Second World War ended with a nuclear bomb that was being dropped by America on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. There was a huge havoc, millions of people died. Today also many countries are having nuclear weapons, more deadly weapons. Who will be responsible for controlling these countries? Who can retain peace in this world? Who will be responsible? Whom do we uh, give confidence to stop all this? Yes, today's modern world needs an organization, needs a strong unity, strong determination that we should not use these deadly weapons again. We have already witnessed such a large loss of human life in our previous decades. So, in this scenario, soon after 1945, when World War II was being over, the responsible nations of the world, in which one of the country which actually dropped the nuclear bomb on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, the American country, its leader and the leader of United Kingdom, Winston Churchill, they decided to make a League of Nations which can give peace, security to the future world. Okay, my dear students, I am talking about United Nations. Yes, of course, United Nations is our today's topic, and it's in a book that we have to go through. It's mentioned on page number 313. It starts from page number 313. United Nations is one of the most powerful organization that contains maximum countries of the world. It has a good say. Okay, आज के समय में सबसे ज्यादा जो कंट्रीज हैं वर्ल्ड की वो यूनाइटेड नेशंस के थ्रू जुड़ी हुई हैं. वैसे तो देर आर मैनी मैनी nations associations, there are many other associations as well, but this one is the biggest and one of the oldest one. This was being set up to ensure peace and humanity entire the globe. Its purpose, its motive was crystal clear, and it was very noble. Let's see who were behind the foundation of this organization. When was it founded? As I've already discussed, it was founded after the World War, 1945. It was initiated by American President Roosevelt and British Prime Minister Churchill in the year of 1945. Okay. At that time, initially when it started with a low strength of hardly 51 countries, 51 members were there. And in present day, this organization has reached to a membership of more than 190 countries. 193 countries near about are today's UNO member nations. Okay. The headquarters of UNA is located in New York City, and its other important offices are located in Geneva, Switzerland, Vienna, in Austria. The languages used by United Nations for the communication for their written orders are Arabic, Chinese, English, French, Russian, and Spanish. Okay, these are the basic six languages that they are using for their communication. Okay, now we come to the bodies of United Nations. The largest body of United Nations is subdivisory of United Nations is General Assembly. General Assembly deals with the participation of all the member countries. All the members of 193 countries have a right to keep their points, keep their views in this General Assembly. They are free to express their views. Okay. Then after General Assembly, the next powerful department in this United Nations is Security Council. Security Council consists of 15 members, in which 10 are non-permanent member. Our country India is a non-permanent member of Security Council in UNO, and it has 5 permanent member nations. Presently, these nations are China, Russia, France, UK, and States, that is America. I repeat it again. The 5 permanent member nations of Security Council are China, France, Russia, UK, and USA. Okay, so they the Security Council, these 5 permanent members have a big say in all the decisions made by the United Nations. We will be discussing its subdivisions further, the different departments it is handling, the different departments it's having in the same video in the next page. So please keep watching it and be connected to it. Okay, dear students, as you all know, in our country, in our judicial system, the highest apex court of India is Supreme Court of India, above which no court holds its judicial power. Supreme Court is the highest court of India. Same way, in the same manner, UNO has tried to establish a Supreme Court that take cases around the globe, such cases that is called as International Court of Justice. Its headquarters are in Hague. In fact, this International Court of Justice is located in Hague itself, in Netherlands. It came into being in 1945. It was established in 1945, but it actually started running. It became active in next year, that is in 1946. Okay. Now the chief head of UNO is designated as Secretary General, जो सबसे बड़े इसमें highest rank है, the chief person of UNO, that is called as Secretary General. Antonio Guterres is the present Secretary General of UNO. He belongs to country Portugal. Okay. He is being the Chief Secretary General of UNO since year 2017 till today. पिछले सन 2017 से लेके अभी तक ये वहां पर संयुक्त राष्ट्र संघ मीन्स यूएनओ के सेक्रेटरी जनरल है. ओके, एंड दिस पोस्ट इज ऑन एन एवरेज द पर्सन हु होल्ड दिस पोस्ट ही इज बीइंग गिवन द टर्म ऑफ अराउंड 9 years. लगभग 9 सालों के लिए इसको सेक्रेटरी जनरल को इलेक्ट किया जाता है. एंड दिस पर्सन एंटोनियो गुटेरेस, ही इज द 9th सेक्रेटरी जनरल of UNO since the UNO has been made. Now we'll see some primary wings of UNO, its further subdivisions. ILO. ILO stands for International Labour Organization. It takes care of the labor's activity and some people, those who are engaged in the labor activities, whose occupation is labor. International Monetary Fund. It deals with the funding of this countries, UNO member countries. And next is FAO. FAO takes care about Food and Agriculture Department of UNO, of its member nation. Then it's WHO. WHO plays a very crucial role in case of pandemics, when there is a heavy disease spreads out in a country, or there is a chaos somewhere, huge chaos, maybe any natural calamity or something. Yeah, any disease is to be controlled in a nation, vaccination is to be done in a nation, then WHO has a big role to play. In our country, India also, the program of vaccination, the Pulse Polio program, was assisted by WHO to a very far extent. Then there is one more organization, WTO, World Trade Organization, and there are few more that we'll discuss in the same video after this page. Okay. Okay, students, let's see some more related subdivisions of UNO. UNESCO, you might have heard this name many a times. It deals with educational, scientific, and cultural programs. United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization of UNO. It's called as UNESCO. UNICEF, this deals with the child welfare. United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund. It deals with the childs who are needy, children who are needy, who lacks with the basic amenities like education, shelter, foods, and clothes. So those children are being taken care by UNICEF, UNDP. It's a program of UNO, United National Development Program. Okay, so these were some basic wings of UNO. In our next video, we'll be discussing about such organization like UNO. They are not so much uh, vast, but still they work actively in many parts of the world, in different countries of the world, and they contribute to humanity in their own different roles. Okay, like Red Cross, which is a helping hand, which is a savior of life. It reaches to every point where the human life is in danger in mass, where there is a threat to human life, where there is something big tragedy has taken place. Their Red Cross reaches as soon as they can reach in order to save the lives. So we will be discussing about this in our next video. Thank you so much. I hope you would have understood much about UNO. You will go through the book, you will read, you will understood this video more easily. Okay. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Jai Hind.